Why did they not do the freaking Roadhouse kick? Hell, I'm gonna watch the original. This sounds too good.
It's fucking sick. Hey everyone, and welcome to another podcast of Movies Worth Seeing. And ironically, we're talking about a movie that is not worth seeing. And I'm joined by Adi Aisha.
Yo.
For another special episode. Roadhouse. Yet another remake. I was excited for this. I wanted to be optimistic about this remake. I really did.
I had no idea this movie even existed. The remake.
Yeah.
Like, I did not see it advertised anywhere.
I saw the trailer on YouTube. I saw Conor McGregor. I saw Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was like, I'm in. I'm intrigued. I just want to see these two beat the shit out of each other. And the movie didn't really deliver on that front. What did you think of Conor McGregor?
His fighting is cool. His physique is nice. It suits the film.
Considering he's a short guy.
He can't act for shit.
Oh, yeah. He's just being Conor.
So
he's just being Conor in the UFC. And it's good that the movie doesn't ask him or require him to do any like emotional stuff.
Yeah, good.
Thank God.
But even his comedy stuff is not even good.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
Yeah, because Conor McGregor is just absolute.
It's over, baby.
He's a hybrid of all of the best.
He's just got to play roles that don't have a lot of dialogue. They're purely there for their star power. Conor is a good talker in the confines of UFC. Just minimize his dialogue and then see how he goes. Let his physical presence tell the story. Look, with Conor, I think that he's funny for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like, because he is hamming it up. But he's also the only one that gave me any, like, entertaining moments in the movie.
Looks like I f***ed up your leg.
You're a shit driver.
Wrong side of the road.
I don't think he paid it off. But I'm saying when his intro came, I was like... The plot points in this remake pads out what could easily be an hour-and-a-half movie and turns it into 2 hours for no reason at all.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was comedic. It kept me entertained.
This is bringing up when we watched Hunger Games, and I was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. And then you said to me, yeah, go watch the original Hunger Games. Then I watched the original Hunger Games, and I said to you, this is 1,000 times better.
If I go back to the original trilogy and it's like 10 million times better, I'm probably going to rate this worse.
Yeah. Exact same thing has happened here, where you haven't watched the original, so you don't know how good the original is. Now, mind you, the original Roadhouse is not Citizen Kane. It's not anything. It's not like anything emotionally fucking riveting or anything like that. It is cheesy. It is pure 80s machismo, but it's fun. The fight scenes look real. This fucking movie, every fight scene looks so sterile
It's
and
so CGI
and like sanitized.
Yeah.
There's no grit. There's no realism to anything.
That's editing 101. You don't want to stop the flow for the audience. And it did happen with this movie quite a bit. From the filmmaking perspective, that was disappointing.
That was disappointing because it's Roadhouse.
Oh my God, Roadhouse!
There was even a scene where like this canoe from the roof.
Why did that get CGI'd? I don't understand. That is the cheapest trick in you could create. The cheapest action you could create. It's cheaper than a fucking extra for the day.
Yeah.
An extra for the day will cost you $700. Making that canoe drop, look, I can do it for $50 for you if you want.
Well, yeah, the canoe dropping was something where I was like, that could have been practical. Maybe a lot of the budget would have went to getting Conor and Jake Gyllenhaal. I get that. When you watch the original Roadhouse, there's no CGI in it, and everything looks glorious. The blood and gore looks good. The wounds, the fucking...
The wounds. The freaking wounds. I cut my finger earlier today at work, and I had more blood coming from a simple little cut on my thumb than in 7 stab wounds on people.
Well, I mean,
That's Roadhouse.
Dalton gets stabbed.
Everybody gets stabbed,
In the
and
first,
nobody
like-
actually bleeds properly. It doesn't make sense. You get a stab in your kidney, guess what? Blood is gonna squirt everywhere. Doesn't make sense.
Patrick Swayze's Dalton comes into the bar. You're just told, like, oh, fuck, he's the one. You see him in a leadership role that he's controlling all the bouncers and just kind of like directing them. Because he knows how to do his job. And it does build up to where when he does get into a fight scene, everyone's like, holy shit. He just fucking, did you see that? Similar to when Jake Gyllenhaal's slapping all the dudes.
I just slapped you. Are you alright? What?
And the only thing I could think of, do you know that skit where the dad gets like, slap, slap, and he slaps everybody at the barbecue?
I'm
That has to be a joke on that. And that slap skit is old as. So, and this was made after that slap skit. So,
It doesn't...
they know that had the effect on viewers. Because
Yeah,
everybody has seen that slap skit.
But the slapping and the CGI shit on top of the fight
So bad.
makes it look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is another big change from the original to the remake. In the original, Patrick Swayze is a fucking badass. Like, he's at the top of his game. He is a top bouncer.
He's the best friend a good time ever had.
And then they made Jake Gyllenhaal like
Whereas
a redemption
Jake
story.
Gyllenhaal, it was like, oh, his ghost or his trauma was he used to be a big UFC fighter, but now he's washed up, he's hit rock bottom, all that stereotypical shit.
0 to 5 stars.
I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars in the category of remakes you should avoid. But it does make me want to go see the original, especially now that I just watched this as a palate cleanser to like just refresh. There was no scene where I said to myself like, fuck, that felt like a fight scene. All the interesting stuff from the original Roadhouse gets changed and put in place is something dull and boring. It's the same with the color grading. Like the colors of the original Roadhouse, it's bright. It represents that bright kind of neon lights that you would associate with bars.
I guess you'll be having that fire sale now, all right?
There's no vibrancy in it. It's not fun to look at. It's just reality. You want to see escapism.
I would say 3.5 stars. I thought the comedy was really good. I thought the fight sequences were decent, but the camera angles and the transitions and the camera movements ruined the whole thing. The acting from some of the characters was very average. Some of them felt like NPCs.
Oh, that little girl.
The little girl felt like an NPC. Ellie felt like an NPC at times.
The love interest?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't like her acting at all. She was terrible in the first half and terrible in the second half. Actually, it was pretty bad.
So she was just terrible.
It was just pretty fucking bad. That's a waste of a character. She was not even needed in this film, even though.
Yeah, you didn't need her because there was no passion in anything that happened either.
I was made a promise with Family Guy, Roadhouse round kick.
Not a bar. Roadhouse.
And did not get delivered. So I'm gonna reduce it to 3 stars.
All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Laters, Roadhouse. Yeah!